Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 28 on the Wildlands series for Farming Simulator 25. My name is Fury Machine Gaming, and welcome, welcome, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. And I really hope you guys are doing fantastic, because I am as usual. Well, we found our very first issue with the map. And I don't think it's the map. I think it's the mod. So you guys know how we have the automatic milk sales in, right? Well, it'll sell it for this stuff. As you see, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And we only have, let's see, 17,000 milk, which means we sold it. But look what will happen over here. It's not selling the milk from the buildable feedlot. Look, 130,000 liters of milk. Now, unless that's simply due to the fact that we put it in at a different time, if you know what I mean. So it may be that. So let me still do some research. But anyways, as you can see up in the right-hand corner now, we have moved ahead. We were on January last time you guys were with me. So February, March, and April, 3 months ahead. And guess what we get to do? We get to pay $1,281,000 back on our loan. But before we do that, we've got to buy our TMR we have to buy 1 million liters of TMR. So let's get my tractor. Oh, I bought a second tractor as well. That's how much money we've been making. It's absolutely insane. So now I have 2 Agro Wolves, and we're gonna get this set up to buy some TMR, and then we are going to. We can't start sugarcane harvesting yet until we do this. Okay, I want to do this before we get so we can know how much we're gonna pay. It's gonna cost me about 60,000 for 1 million liters. Okay. There we go, and we start. So that'll chip away at that. It'll be a while yet. We go right here and we can see that it'll chip away. It costs about $60,000 now. I think we can pay. I know that we can pay at least. We can pay at least $1 million back. So let's do that quick. We also switched back to the slurry spreader because I'm going to do an experiment. I think you can put double application rate on it and fertilize it once, and then we get 100%. If that's the case, then that's fine. And as you can see, in 1 month, I've been selling it. In 1 month, we have 253,000 liters there, and we have 250,000. So we have over 500,000 liters. But this is interesting because I don't know why it still says 130,000. I'll have to keep an eye on it, because we may just sell it outright and pay back a bunch of loan. I don't know. But anyways, let's do this real quick so we can get up here, finances, and we're going to go all the way down to 200,000. So let's pay $1 million back on the loan. And as we click away, I hope you guys are doing great. I really do. This is amazing. I've never had so much fun doing a series before. You know, and 2 series at that. I know that the realistic series is starting to drag on with the harvest, but that's what it is. That's what it's called. That's why we're doing it. It's a lot of pushing of the button. As you can see, we are getting down to 600,000. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this milk over here, because if the, what is it called there? The automatic milk sales doesn't work, then I may just start selling the milk outright for both of them and see. But as you can see, we are really chunking down this money. This is what we did this for. So we're going to leave this at 100,000. So that way we have enough to buy 1 million liters of the TMR. And it's going to take about 600 for the one and 400 for the other. In fact, we can do this. We can see how much it'll take. This one is 1.16, so 263646. So 440,000 there. And 7, 8, 9, about 340. So we can get away with 700,000. So once we get that done like that. So while we're waiting, let's head down here and cut some trees so we're doing something on camera. And as you can see, we're starting to chip away over here, and then I want to harvest some more. So this is how we're going to do it. As you see, we're not selling the wood chips and anything, but this now this Brooks I can do this with if I wanted, and chop this stump up. But I don't want to do that because I don't have to do that because I have the automatic stump grinder at midnight. So it automatically just do it. So we can literally just go like this And I just have to keep an eye, every once in a while, tab over to keep an eye on where I'm at, because I can get away with 700,000 on it, and it'll fill both pens. I think it might, the automatic milk sale might only trigger for like certain pens and stuff. The buildable feedlot is a mod. So is the mod that I'm using for the other cow pen, but it's using the base game. So there we go. Just a few more so you can see kind of what we're doing over here. That's why I have 2 of these now. Let's see how much we got now. Let's see, 400, a little bit more. And then once we put that in there, then we can start harvesting our next. Now we've got 3 fields ready of sugarcane, because here's what happens with sugarcane, as we discovered last episode, that if you just harvest it, it will not take a full level of fertilizer, and it will not start growing until the 2nd month. So that's where we're at with that. So it's pretty cool. But that issue with the automatic milk sale, now if I continue noticing it doesn't work, then we might as well go back to selling the milk by hand. Although it's just one, it's only 1 pen that we got to deal with. So like I said, all of these stumps will be gone at midnight tonight. Okay, almost there. That way you guys can see on camera how much we're doing. And then I want to go through, I think I want to go through and sell that other milk. But we're coming back every time we have $1 million anyways. And it's usually about, I'm averaging about $500 or 500,000 a day. So, but I went an extra couple months because I wanted to get my fields fertilized and get things like that set up. That's why I went to 4 months. Well, I went, January. We're in January, so February, March, April. So 3 months actually is all we went ahead. But it's pretty cool. We're in year 4 now. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, now we'll wait here. Let's shut this down. We just did 28 trees. So there we go. Get this done, and then we can start harvesting our sugarcane, because I do want to get that going. But before we do that, I think I'll take that milk up there and fill it and sell it. That way we can pay back a little bit more of a loan too. So, because that 130,000 will give us quite a bit. So, but as you can see, it doesn't. I'll show you what 700,000 is. It should be about 55,000. So, and this is, that's why I said we just paid over $1 million. We just paid $1.1 million back. So they're 10, 9, 8. Boom, and now we're done. 43,000 for 700,000 liters of TMR. You're not going to be able to do that. There are a lot of things that I want to go over in the realistic series about cows when we get set up. There we go. This will take about 400,000 of this. This thing empties so fast. That's full. We are making a bunch of money. We will, as soon as we sell this 100 and something thousand liters. But I don't know if it's working, if the animal or the automatic milk sales is working on this mod. Because if I've got to sell it out of here every day anyways. There. Now, what I have to do now is I have to go here, and I have to go there. Even though we just wasted that money, I know, I don't want to hear it. We just wasted that money, but both pens are now full. So now we're going to hook up to the milk tanker, which is right over here. And then if we have time, we'll start harvesting, which would be pretty cool. Watch this. Ready? Had to do that just once, guys. Just once. I like how the it makes all these creaks and crones with that trailer. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. But like I stated in the beginning of the video, I've never had so much fun doing 2 series before in my life. It's just been, this has been an absolute blast. It's been hard. It's been struggled. Now, because this trailer holds 5 million liters, but does not back up very well, I'll show you what I have to do over here. We have to go in from this way. try to... Whoops, wrong way. All right, well, we can do this. Did it not work? Did it not work? Okay, why isn't that working? I just filled it with it. There we go. 130,000. So this won't take that long to do this at all. And then we'll sell this and then we'll get another little bit paid off on our loan. But I'm wondering why. So if I've got to sell it from here anyways, I might as well sell it from both of them. You know what I mean? I might as well just sell my milk all together and get rid of the automatic milk sales because it's not affecting this pen here at all. So now this trailer fills really fast compared to that trailer. There we go. Now let's go sell this 130,000 liters of milk. That's 1 month's worth. That's what I'm saying. It did not automatically sell it because this one up here makes 151 and that makes 130. So that's like 280,000 liters of milk every day. See, I love the sound of this truck or this tractor on the gravel and everything else. So we can pay this loan off all the way back down to zero now because we don't have any factories and things, and our daily maintenance is not that much money. So but still, to make it in 3 months, $1 million, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. $175. So, here we go. 5.4. So we paid back $1.3 million. We paid back on the loan. We only have a loan of $5.4 million only. But if we're making it in 3 months, that means that should be just about a year. We started year 4. And on second month of the year, and we've already paid back $1.3 million. So it'll start happening. Now, I could technically pay back $250,000 or whatever it is every single day, but it's the same amount. It ends up being the same amount. So now you guys can see how I actually feed the cows, and they're all set. So then we can go over, and the last 8 or 9 minutes, we can start harvesting a sugar cane for it. And then if we get done, now this field, as you can see, this field here is now 100% fertilized, and this second one here is 100% fertilized. So we're ready to go. Because here's what I want to tell you guys. On sugarcane, when you're fertilizing it, you cannot see where you're going. You cannot. So I would suggest that you use GPS, or you use the not additional game settings. You use the, what's the mod I'm looking for? I can't remember. There, we'll park this here. And we'll see what happens. All right, so this can be put away, and we'll grab our forage harvester. So as you can see, like in 20 minutes, we're starting to get a lot more done when I don't have to sell the milk. But I didn't have to sell that milk, to be honest with you. I could sell that off camera, which I may do, because I was at, we made 175,000. We can just do that on camera, as you can see. Go and let's pick a smaller field, a little bit smaller field, so we can get pretty much done, because I'm anxious to try that hang on one second, let me get this hooked up. I'm anxious to try that double fertilizer rate, if you know what I mean. There, I was thinking about something different. Sugarcane, I looked it up on the official website of Farming Simulator, and it is the biggest yield crop of them all. You can go through them all. The next one even closest to it would be potatoes. So you get about 175,000 liters per hectare, or 2 acres, and we get about 300,000 to 400,000, or almost 500,000. So Pretty good, pretty good. So we're also harvesting now. So we went ahead and we paid our loan back. We fed our cows, and we're now harvesting all within 20 minutes. Isn't that epic? I can put this on cruise control. And as you see, I took out the silage maker. I don't need it. I don't really need it. We can always bring it back if we have to. So what we may do is maybe purchase a cultivator and create some of these fields into sugarcane, but I don't have to. I mean, we don't have to. Now it's focusing on trees and getting them caught up and getting as much done as we can on the farm and paying back the loan. And, you know, I really want to complete this series. This is a smaller field, so this shouldn't take us too bad, but a lot going on. A lot of trees still to go, and that's what's exciting. I mean, it really is. But I was shocked because we just dropped yesterday the video episode number 4, I think it is, on the Raznik Realistic series. We just dropped that yesterday, and I didn't realize that I could get as much money as I could. It was absolutely crazy how much money I was making. And that's with including, everyone, the 300 and something thousand for my new tractor. So technically, we would have been able to pay 1.6 million. We would have been able to pay almost little over $1.5 million back on our loan. So the difference when we get done with this one, we will be going to backcountry. We already have said that many multiple times. Once we get done with that and we go to backcountry, I'm cutting everything down with a harvester. But on that one's going to be a really different play style. It's still going to be the same thing where we're farming animals in the same style, but it's going to be a different challenge altogether. And go from there. Because that way I can put in auto log and sell the logs, because we're going to use the actually wood harvester, and I am going to I think you get between $18,000 and $30,000 for every load, so we can pay that back and so on and so forth. First headland, and we're at almost 100 grand already. I also got rid of the snuffle stock or whatever it was called. We didn't need it. So I find this stuff a lot out when I'm doing stuff like this and I'm experimenting. A lot of times I'll try a mod, I really like it, but is it really overkill? You don't need it. But real quick, I want to explain a little something. So people ask me all the time, are cows worth it in Fs25? Absolutely, as you can see how much money you make. But keep in mind, it takes a while to get there. We are in year 4 already, and I just recently, just a couple of months ago, had all the cow pens filled, and that was buying them. If you did it realistically and you put your cows in there, say your pen holds 500, and you put 100 in there, it's going to take you 5 years to let them do it naturally. So, or you can speed it up by buying them, a few here, a few there, you know what I mean? So you can do all that stuff. So, it's like, so for example, real quick, how I figured it out, how I came to those numbers is you start with 100 after, and remember, even if you buy them at 24 months old, they got to go they got to go 24 months old. We buy them at 18. 18's the biggest you can get. At 24, they reproduce, but then it takes a full year. So you're talking a full year before they have their calves. So if you start with 100 in 1 year, you're then going to have 200. Then after 2 years, after another year after that, when you get into the second year, then you're going to have 300. Third year, 400, so on and so forth, till it's 5 years for your cow pens to be full. But remember also that when they first have their calves, they don't produce milk until they're 18 months old, till they're a year old, sorry. And so it's just you're not going to be creating the milk, but you can have the cows in there. But anyways, we got a minute left, and we got about 45 seconds left, and we'll get out of here. So please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell to get notified when future drops of video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all. We'll catch you right back here tomorrow with Judith Montana, the Raznik Realistic series. Okay, so off camera, we will finish this harvest and get it all done and get it fertilized. And then we will finish up our 100 trees, because we started them today. Finish up the 100 trees, and then make sure the milk is sold out of the one pen, and that's it. And we're going to keep rinsing and repeating till we get another $1 million, and then when we get another $1 million, we'll come back, and that's it. It should be every couple, 2-3 months. And each month I'm going to try to harvest another field so we can keep going and going and going, and it's rinse and repeating. That's why I'm coming back only when I have $1 million. That way you guys can see what I've got going on. And on that note, this isn't realistic, so we can shut that down. That's super loud. There, that was super loud, that little machine. It's double, and to answer AK's situation, if you notice, we did, where are we here? Where's my farm? There we go. We did this field last time, and the texture does not disappear. So, as you can see, yeah, it stays on the ground like that forever and ever and ever. I thought it disappeared, but it does not. So, all right, guys and gals, get out of here, and I will catch you guys right back here on tomorrow's episode. So, finish that off camera, get the milk sold out of the one pen, and go from there. So, all right, guys, get out. Love you.